we go. Yeah, we are live. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Ramley and other NFL family. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. What a great day to celebrate being a Rams fan. Still Super Bowl champions. And in a couple of days, we will become defending Super Bowl champions. It is amazing being live with you all today, whether you're watching with me live or on the replay. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day. I will turn off my confetti so it's not on the entire episode, but just want to make sure that was working and that everyone knows you can celebrate being a Rams fan today, because it is a great day to be alive. It's a great day to talk some football, and that is what we are going to do in this live stream here today. I hope you're all well. We have lots to talk about here. So I'm going to get right into this here while people are still coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in today. The first thing I want to talk about is the Rams versus the Bills. We have not one, not two, not three, but four more slumbers, not including naps, until the Rams and Bills play each other on Thursday. It is going to be a phenomenal game. I've been saying it all summer long. The schedule makers got it right. They got it right. This is going to be a game that people are going to tune in to see. The last time we saw the Rams, they were hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in SoFi Stadium. And how awesome is it that we get to see the Rams play their first game of the season against what seems to be the heavy favorite to win the Super Bowl this year in the Buffalo Bills. And we're going to talk all about that. I definitely want to hear all your comments and thoughts towards this game. I'll just go over a couple of mine to start. The first thing that you got to talk about in this game is the Rams additions in Bobby Wagner and Allen Robinson. We haven't seen this. We have not seen these free agent acquisitions for the Rams. They're both phenomenal players. They've had great careers, productive careers, but here they find themselves as part of a Rams team ready to try and run it back and win the Super Bowl. I cannot believe that we actually have a defense with Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and Bobby Wagner on the same line. That is phenomenal to me. I can't comprehend just how beautiful that is going to be to see. I would love to hear your thoughts on Bobby Wagner joining this defensive line, but I think that this defense, they have their hands full with this Bills offense. Josh Allen to start it off. He can destroy you through the air. He can destroy you on the ground with his legs. He's a phenomenal talent. It's been great to see his career be productive as he's continued to grow in his craft. And I'm so stoked for everything that's coming Josh Allen's way. I would love to also talk about the Rams offense, because it is no slump either. We have Matthew Stafford and his fully, his full arsenal of wide receivers. Really excited to see, Cooper Kupp, of course. We see Allen Robinson, as we've talked about, and the skill set that he brings to this Rams offense. But also what I'm calling our Cerberus of running backs, and that's running backs Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson, and Kyrene Williams, our rookie. And I think this is a great running back group. Looking forward to seeing this three-headed, Cerberus monster as they're going to put up some yards in this game. And I wouldn't shock me if the run game this year is more productive for the Rams. Sean McVay has mentioned that he wasn't fully happy with how they ran the ball at times last year. And so that's something that we need to look forward to as fans. And if you can run the ball effectively, you can definitely win a lot of games that way. So I'm pumped about this. Let me know your thoughts, and I cannot wait. But you know what? Let me continue just I want to give some shout outs here. I appreciate each and every one of you as you've come on in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always get these things mixed up. Oh, where'd you go? Chat highlight. There we go. Refresh. My apologies. Okay, there we go. I think that should do it. Maybe not. I never know. Sorry about this, folks. I want to get your comments on stream here, but let me give you some shout outs. Pedro, hello, good to see you. Buddy Gas, always a pleasure. Yeah, 4 more days. Jake, always a pleasure. I know you're happy that you're our resident Bills fans. You got Pure Gentleman Fantasy Sports, John, all of you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got Rams House in the house. Love it. Thanks so much, everyone. And yeah, Josh Allen taking no prisoners here for sure. And sorry guys, you're gonna have to give me 1 sec. Gotta get my chat highlighter going here because it doesn't wanna. This is why we do this, right? To make sure it works. But I want to make sure I involve you guys in the show here. Okay, I can get my first comment on, but I need your comments on. That's what we need. You know what? Let me just sometimes you just gotta refresh it, you know. My apologies here, folks. Going to the Twidget. And we are... Hello, Mr. Summer Orby. Good to see you. Well, you know what? While I'm starting that, let me... Oh, Twidget active, waiting for chat. Okay, this is a good sign. Let me ask you guys in the question. I want to hear some score predictions for you in this Rams-Bills game. I think it's going to be... I had some notes here on it here. My score prediction is 30-27. Now, I'm often wrong with score predictions, and that's okay. That's the fun part about them, because when you're right, you're like, oh man, I was right, or I was close. But there is some interesting things about this to note. The Bills are 2.5 favorites, which I don't really get, because the Rams are the home team, and also I think the Rams improved when coming off their Super Bowl loss with the additions of Bobby Wagner and Allen Robinson and young players gaining that experience. Not that the Bills got any worse. The Bills have their own star-studded cast of players, no doubt. But I just personally think because the Rams are the home team here, they should be favored. But hey, I'm not Vegas. But let me know, what are your score predictions for this game as I get this chat up and running so I can involve all of you in the show. And I feel like every time I go do this, it's ready, but then it doesn't. Oh man, but it's a great day to celebrate. I continue to dwell on that. Thankful for each and every one of you tuning in live here, and I'm gonna get this up and running and make sure to involve you guys in the show. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're ready. Okay, we're ready, folks. All right. Yes, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to skip down a couple of comments here. So, Pedro is predicting 27-24 Rams. Yeah, so you agree with me, Pedro. It's going to be a tight game. Kind of a narrow win here. Michael, hello. He said the season starts with Bills and Rams and will end in the Super Bowl with Bills and Rams. Hey, Michael, I love that. I that would be my prediction as well. Absolutely. Jake, our resident Bills fan, is saying 21-12 Bills. Could see the offenses struggling to start. Interesting take, Jake. I politely disagree. I think, if anything, these offenses are poised to start off strong, and I think the defenses might start off a little slower, because both these teams have great defenses. But I personally I see this being a higher scoring affair. But you can totally respect the take for sure. The Bills are well-rounded, but their biggest weakness this week will be the secondary. Well, that's a really good point. Tre'Davious White, their top corner, will miss this game, which is very unfortunate. You always want to see the best players out there, but hopefully that he heals up and returns to the Bills team soon. But that being said, the Bills secondary has a tall task in defending Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson. Still waiting on word on Van Jefferson. I'm optimistic that guys like Tutu Atwell and Ben Serrano can take a leap forward in their second year. And let's not forget about Brandon Powell, who he's found a role on this Rams team, not just as a kick returner, but I think in a limited gadget capacity with the Rams offense as well. Culture, hello, saying Rams winning 27-14. Okay, couple score wins there. Okay. Joker for poker, he's saying 34-14 Rams. Can't wait to get to SoFi. Halftime is going to be Ozzy Osbourne is playing the halftime show of this game. That was really cool to see that get announced. So for any of you rock and roll fans out there, and I'm sure you'll love seeing Ozzy Osbourne taking center stage at SoFi to kick off the year. It's not like a very important player left the Rams for the Bills or anything. Okay, so Jake, our resident Bills fan, bringing up Von Miller. And again, you can have Von. That's cool. But because you took Von, we were able to get Bobby Wagner and Allen Robinson. And I cannot wait to see it. Bobby Wagner has already been announced as a team captain. He's been announced as our play caller on defense. He's going to wear the green dot. So clearly he's coming in and making a role for himself already, and just so excited for that. The Bills, lost White this week, so I expect McVay to challenge his replacement, look for a bit more deep passing. And Jake, I was about to ask you, but you already answered my question before I could ask it. Elam is ready to step up. He's a good camp and okay. Good to know. That he's definitely going to get tested. So excited to see that. Bills are going to miss Dable as an offensive coordinator. They struggle. That is something definitely gonna. That is something that. Yeah, I seeing Brian Dable leave the Bills. And the Bills' offense was, just such a fun offense to watch last year, and I expect it to be a fun one to watch this year. But definitely, Dable as an offensive coordinator, you always have to think, hey, who's calling plays? What's going to happen with that? So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Von Miller's ring ceremony as well. I disagree with that, Jake. Obviously, I would if I had to choose between, and again, it's because of the way that it happened. I would pick Wagner and Robinson over Von. But Von is a very good player. Yes, Pedro, absolutely. Yes. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about something else here. So we've kind of talked a little bit about a couple more things about this game, just in regards to it. We know we're excited that it's the first game of the year. We know that it's got so many storylines heading into it. I know that we're all excited to see the Rams. We're excited to see Cooper Kupp and Bobby Wagner, Allen Robinson, the running backs. But one thing that I don't know if we're talking enough about, I'm really excited to see this Rams offensive line. Yes. Obviously, there's concerns whenever you lose your starting left tackle to retirement. And again, like we celebrate Andrew Whitworth, love Andrew Whitworth, love Big Whit, celebrate his career. So thankful he finished as a Ram. He's still been involved. You've seen him at training camp. He's been doing some broadcasting. He got signed on to the Amazon crew. Love that. There was the weird media narrative that he was maybe going to the Cowboys, even though that wasn't going to happen. But this Rams O-line, so obviously you got Joseph Noteboom, who's going to be replacing Big Whit. Let's see him. We've seen him before, and again, I continue to say, if you're going to have to try and replace a Hall of Fame left tackle because of retirement, this is the way you'd want to do it. Someone that's been in your building with your team, that's been developing under your coaching staff, and Joseph Noteboom. When he has played, he's played well, and he is totally deserves the chance to be a starting left tackle for the Rams, and I'd much rather that than trying to draft a rookie or sign someone in free agency. Obviously that worked out with us when we did sign Big Whit back in 2017. I also think that Coleman Shelton getting that start at guard, it was kind of assumed that after Logan Bruss tore his ACL and was out for the year. So yeah, let me know, what are your thoughts on this Rams O-line? That's definitely something I'm looking forward to see. I'm hoping that we're able to run the ball effectively against Buffalo. The last time we played Buffalo, some of you remember that was it was a fun football game to watch. There was some very frustrating, controversial calls. And Jake, I know you have one call that was frustrating for Bills fans, but the Rams fans, we also had one frustrating non face mask call against Jared Goff. And anyway, it was not the greatest officiated game, but it was a good game, and the Rams almost came back and won it, but they lost 35-32. The Rams in the all-time series with the Bills, last I checked, were 8-5 in favor of the Bills. So, and we've only won one of the last 5. So, hopefully we can change the narrative. The Sean McVay Rams in this era have only faced the Buffalo Bills once, and so we did lose 35-32. But let's hope that we change that, and that the Rams can start off with a win. The other fun fact: Sean McVay has never lost in his entire career as the Rams head coach on week 1 of the season. So hopefully he keeps up that streak, and I'm confident that we'll have the opportunity to do it for sure. Let's get to your comments again. After I take a quick swig of water, cheers to everyone out there. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you're all well. All right. Did you see our second preseason game? 6 touchdowns and 7 drives. Ken Dorsey's right. Okay, that's fair. Again, Jake, I appreciate that. You as a Bills fan have an insight and perspective that myself and some other Ram fans don't do, but that's cool. No, okay. Well, good luck to Dorsey. Yeah, I get told that a lot, Mr. Moves times 2, and I appreciate it. I'm honored. Hey, Willie. Rams will be victorious over the Buffalo Bills. Horns up! Yes. That's the hope. I love it. Love it. Bradley James, hello. Hop, Matt got the cobweb shock ready to vote. Not sure what you mean by that. Ready to go. Okay, hope Matt got the cobweb. Oh, Matthew Stafford got the cobwebs off. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Not worried about that. I'm predicting that Allen Robinson gets the first Rams touchdown of the year. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to be the first Ram to get a touchdown this year? I think it's going to be Allen Robinson, and I think it will be pretty early in the game as well. Not that it means anything, but the last 10 Super Bowl winners have won the season opener the following season. Tough numbers to live up to. That is interesting. Yeah, no, hey, that's a fun fact. That's really fun. Hey, TuneLink Main, how's it going? Your prediction is either 12-5 or 13-4 for the Rams. Okay, cool. Hello, Willie. Culture. I think the O-line is going to be good, not as good as before, but they will be able to protect Stafford, and the running back's good enough. Yeah. It's we have some new faces, and and I think we have a lot of things to be excited about, and like I said, I'm really excited to see so many things about this game, but the O-line is definitely a point of emphasis. Lance on our bench is going to be a threat. If we put him in, I don't know if you saw his mom. Yeah, that was a fun play. And yeah, Lance McCutcheon, there's probably, unless injuries happen or something like that, probably not. We don't see too much of him this year, unless we need him in like special teams or something. I don't expect to see a lot, but I am glad that he has made the 53-man roster. Will he be active for game days? Only time will tell. Bradley, oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, man, but thanks for tuning in. Horns up, and definitely hope you start feeling better soon. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, everyone. And yeah, hopefully you feel better, Bradley, and that you can get as excited that football's back. 4 more slumbers, not including naps. Johnny Ripple, hello. Good to see you, my friend. He said, saw an NFC prediction video this guy did, and he stated that Shanahan is the best coach in the NFL. I think he is good, but his record is 39-42. Dude's not even at 500. Yeah, Johnny Ripple, Kyle Shanahan is definitely a fascinating figure when it comes to coaching, because we have seen him outcoach, teams. He's outcoached McVay at times. That's happened. And there's always this caveat is like there's his 2 like really bad losing seasons. He had injuries and lots of turnover at the quarterback position, riding that quarterback carousel. And I think that can be largely attributed to it, that if you don't have your best players, it's really hard to win games. And some like I feel like there's always this take within like the pundit world, or you even see YouTubers do it, where it's like, if my team is healthy, they have a chance to win some games. Well, yeah, of course. If your team is healthy, that means you have your best players and you have a chance to win a game. But and I just find it funny whenever I hear anyone on like NFL Network or like CBS or NBC, and they're like, oh, say if the Rams are healthy, they're dangerous. Okay, well, like by that logic, of course, your best players are there, and you're going to be a good team, ideally. And so I think that's something that Shanahan definitely has a little asterisk next to his record of, like, sure, he has a losing record as a head coach, but his team was dealing with injuries. Now, then I guess the caveat to that is, what's he doing as a coaching staff and conditioning staff that makes his team so injured, right? Is it the way they're running their training? It's things to consider for sure. And they are kind of known as a smash mouth football team that can run it down your throat. And there's a physicality that comes with that, which kind of brings that extra injury risk. But definitely something interesting. Lance McCutcheon won't play, but it gives us some excitement the next preseason in a few years. He's earned the opportunity to develop as a NFL wide receiver, and I think in being an undrafted guy like him, that's all you can ask for right now. One of the Rams' obvious issues lately has been running back durability. If our ball carriers can stay relatively healthy, the offense can be better. No. Oh, yeah, Mr. Stone, yeah, the healthy trap take, or yeah, no worry, no, that's fine. No worry, yeah, and you're not wrong. Like Akers and Henderson both had soft tissue injuries. Thankful that the Rams didn't, they focused on recovery, and I'm thankful that they're both going to be active week 1, and hopefully they stay healthy. Really interested to see if McVay was serious about working Tutu into a real role in the pass game or not. Yeah, Johnny Ripple, to be honest, the only time I remember him kind of saying something like that, and this is not a prediction about Tutu Atwell. I am not so bold to think that Tutu is going to come and light up the league. I think he can be improved. I absolutely. But I do remember when Sean McVay said that he had, it was going to be a very Todd Gurley friendly offense, and that was something he said early when he got hired as a head coach, and it was a very friendly Todd Gurley offense for a number of years. So I don't see Tutu coming in and putting up like 1,000 yards, but I could see him coming in, making some plays. Maybe a realistic expectation just for where he is on the depth chart is like if he could get between 500 and 700 yards, and maybe a couple touchdowns. Yeah, I would love to know what your thoughts are on Tutu Atwell, your season predictions for him. Oh, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the world. Return punt. It'll probably be Brandon Powell. They might still situationally put in Cup or Atwell, but I think the primary punt returner will be Brandon Powell. Culture. Bobby Wagner versus Josh Allen and his offensive threat is going to be a treat. Oh, yeah. So sweet. Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, Khalil Shakir, I always missed the last name, and Dawson Knox at tight end. The O-line going to be tough, but our defense is going to hold. Yeah, no, Culture, all great names to drop there. And like I said before, the Buffalo is no walk in the park week one. And yeah, I've heard some Ram fans say like, oh, I'd rather play Buffalo week one than like when they're in mid-season form. And I would counter that with like, you could make the same argument for the Rams if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to the game. I think it's gonna be a great game with two great teams. Prediction time. All four Rams starting linebackers: Floyd, Hollins, Wagner, Jones, collect 6 or more sacks this year. Woo-hoo-hoo! Johnny, that's hot. That's hot. I could see. Okay, I could see Floyd and Wagner and Jones getting there. Hollins, you know what? I don't think it's crazy. 6. You know what, Johnny? This is on the internet. People can see this, and we'll watch. We will watch. Tackles in the matchup on Vaughn. Yeah, versus the tackle. Yeah, definitely. Vaughn's a good test for them for sure. SM Pale. There are a lot of Bills fans where you live. Yes, SM. First off, hello SM. Good to see you. And yes, I live probably just over an hour away from Buffalo Stadium, actually, in Canada. There are many Bills fans in this area. Buffalo's played a couple of games in Canada before, and yeah, they have a pretty devout fan base here, so I enjoy talking to Bills fans, much like Jake, who's in the chat. They got Vaughn, yes, but we got Wagner, and if our linebackers get 6 sacks, we're going to the Super Bowl. How do you feel Troy Hill is going to do this year? Culture, I am a big fan of the Troy Hill trade on draft day. I think it's just a genius front office move, the way they got Troy Hill. I mean, we had to let him go. He got a big, massive payday in Cleveland, and then we trade him back, and Cleveland's still paying most of his salary. It's just phenomenal. I think that Troy Hill kind of helps fill the void that left with Darius Williams when he signed with the Jags. And I think Troy Hill's going to do great this year. He's going to get balls thrown his way. We know that because, if quarterbacks and coordinators are thrown away from Jalen Ramsey, we gotta have our other young secondary step up. And I think that Troy Hill is a fantastic addition to this secondary. And I'm excited to see him in a Rams uniform again. Sure. Hollins was playing well before he got hurt. I think he has a breakout year this year. Okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on Justin Hollins, and I don't disagree with you, Johnny. I've just never thought of him getting like 6 sacks, but yeah, I'm excited to see it. Better to play the Bills week 1 in LA than in December. That's a fair take. Okay, yeah, I never thought about it that way. I also don't think Buffalo's offense right now is necessarily built that super well to play in the snow in December. I've played a lot of snow football in my life living in Canada. Never like professionally or anything like that, but just a lot of snow football, and it's fun. I love playing in the snow. I'm a big fan of snow football. And I think when you play in the snow, the biggest thing you gotta look for is you can't run as fast as you normally would. You don't get the same traction that you do on like a grass or a turf field. And so I actually think snow is one of the great equalizers. And for a fast offense like the Bills that can put up big plays, I actually don't think their offense necessarily is built or equipped for true snow football. But again, that's just my humble opinion. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, don't worry. We think Aaron Donald's getting more than 6 sacks for sure. But he plays on the D line, Willie. Johnny was talking mainly about the linebackers. McVay uses his offseason to install new offensive gimmicks and strategies, like the year of the jet sweep a few years ago. Can't wait to see what he has up his sleeves this year. Yeah, he's been cooking. He's been cooking up some juicy plays. I'm so excited to see what McVay has for the entire NFL world to do. I have no doubt he's been collaborating with his offensive staff to put together some pretty awesome playbooks for sure. Hey, Jared Ramirez, good to see you. No worries for being late, man. It's coming, especially. Yeah, the banner's coming. Oh, one sec here. Test. Oh, test. Oh, okay, we're back. Sorry about that. A little minor technical difficulty here. Yes, the frozen tundra. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take a little break from comments here. I have 5 predictions, and I love that Johnny gave a prediction. I'd love to hear more season predictions for the Rams. But I have 5 season predictions that I am predicting about the Rams, and I'd love to know your thoughts on it. So I'm just taking a brief break from comments. And we're going to go into my 5 season predictions for the Los Angeles Rams. My first season prediction is the Rams will go 5-4-5 against AFC teams. So we play 5 AFC teams this year. We play the Bills, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Chargers. So we play the AFC West, which is a stacked division. And we also play the Bills, week 1 as a result of the additional 17th game because of the formula. And I believe the Rams are going to defeat all of our AFC opponents. I think that we win in SoFi week 1. I think all these games are going to be good games. But then I think that we'll be able to keep up with the Chiefs. I'm predicting another shootout, because it's a rematch of the greatest Monday Night Football game of all time. But I think Stafford goes into Arrowhead and just puts up 5 touchdowns. We run a couple in, and I expect that to be another high-scoring affair. And I'm looking forward to that game. On Christmas Day, we're in SoFi playing the Broncos. Russell Wilson's always had trouble with the Rams, and I think this game's no different. I think Aaron Donald, he gives Russell Wilson nightmares, and he will go in there and take over that game. The Chargers in the Battle of SoFi, so it's technically a Chargers home game. I think that the Chargers are a team that have so much talent, and every year they win some big games, but just something doesn't click for them. And I know Brandon Staley, former Rams defense coordinator, is a good coach, but I think the Chargers are a talented enough team to win the Super Bowl, but I think they just get in their own way sometimes. And I think that at that point in the season, because it's a little bit later on, I think the Rams will be kind of churning on all cylinders, vying to get the number 1 seed in the NFC, and I think the Rams take on the Chargers and win. And the Raiders, I am not confident in Josh McDaniels. I'm not confident in any Bill Belichick disciples. I don't think Josh McDaniels was that good of a head coach. His first time head coaching, to be honest, I think there were other candidates the Raiders or other teams could have hired besides Josh McDaniels. I don't see the Raiders living up to the hype that they're getting this year. That's my honest opinion about them. I think they're going to win some games. They're going to surprise some people. I still think the AFC West is the best division in football this year. But I think that I think we're going to beat all 5 of them. My second prediction is I think Cooper Kupp will be top 5 in yards in the NFL, but Allen Robinson will have more touchdown catches than Cooper Kupp will. I just think with the skill set that Allen Robinson brings to this team, he's able to kind of climb the ladder a little bit more. Cooper Kupp, he's still a great wide receiver, and he's going to get some touchdowns for sure. But I don't know. It's my prediction. I might be right. I might be wrong. And I just see Allen Robinson being more of a red zone target than Cooper Kupp this year. But I still see Cooper Kupp as more of the chain churner. Let's move them chains, move them yards. And that's my second prediction. My third prediction is Aaron Donald will have 15 sacks or more this year and climb within the top 25 sack leaders of all times on the official leaders list in NFL history. He's currently ranked 40th, but I believe he can have 15 plus sacks. I think he's gonna have a phenomenal year, and getting his big payday. And I love the supporting cast around him, especially with the addition of Bobby Wagner. And I just think we have good rotational pass rushers. I think that Aaron Donald is gonna have a great season to already build his Hall of Fame career, and just love it. But yeah, I want to see him climb as high as he can on that list. My fourth prediction is Matthew Stafford will once again break the Rams franchise passing record. He broke it last year. That was really fun to see. And obviously it was a 17-game season. But I think this year Stafford, second year in the system, second year with Sean McVay, and Cooper Kupp, and the offensive pieces around him, adding in talent like Allen Robinson. I think having a healthier backfield this year than we did last year. I think this season for Matthew Stafford is going to be huge. I see him once again breaking the Rams franchise passing record. And my fifth and final Rams prediction of the year is I believe the Los Angeles Rams secondary will lead the NFL in interceptions. I think that this is going to be a ball-hawking secondary that's going to steal a lot of points away from teams. I think there's going to be teams that will be in the red zone, and then boom, out of nowhere, Troy Hill snatches it. And or Dante Dion or Jalen Ramsey or some of our young rookies. I think I'm excited about this Rams secondary, and I think it's going to be one of the top tier secondaries in the NFL. I'm pumped for it. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about my takes. And those are my 5 season predictions. Rams sweep the NFC teams that they play. Cooper Kupp, top 5 in yards. Allen Robinson will have more touchdowns, though. Aaron Donald cracks the top 25 of all-time sack leaders. And Matthew Stafford will once again break the Rams franchise passing record. And the Rams secondary will lead the NFL in interceptions. All right, let's get back to the comments after I take a quick drink of water here. Cheers to everyone out there. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for listening to me. All right, let's go to the comments here. I'm sorry if I missed any comments, but let's see. Bring it. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for this. Yeah, it's a good shirt. Rams Colts in the Super Bowl. The Colts are definitely one of the dark horse teams. Yeah. Yep. Love it. Not sure which one you mean by that, but I'd love to know which one you think. I go 4-1 in the maybe the AFC 4-1. Our one loss will be against the Chiefs. Okay, Michael. Okay. Yeah, it's bold, but I believe it. I think. Yeah. Okay. You think the Chargers will be the toughest matchup there? Okay. LA Rams will win. Chargers always seem to have talent, but this year they have talent. Talent. Staley has to win a lot of games with that team. Yeah. Yeah, we'll win. Johnny Lance McCutcheon, part of the offense, plays too. Call the Chargers who they are. The renter. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Horns up. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, Willie, I know you're a big LA guy and you love the Rams and the Chargers. I totally respect that. Yep. Oh, he's the GOAT. Absolutely. Don will lead the league in double teams, yeah, and triple teams, yeah, absolutely. That's not that hot of a take, Mr. Summer, but yeah, I hear it. You don't like the Chargers, SM? Okay, cool. Chargers and Clippers should have remained in San Diego. Stafford breaks 6,000 passing yards. Hey, we'll see. Allen Robinson over under 1,200 receiving yards. Ooh, hello amid the dream. Good to see you. Honestly, I think over. I think both him and Cooper Kupp are going to get a lot of yards this year. I think this is going to be a big play offense. Put some points on a board. Love it. Raiders and Chargers defense is going to be scary, whoever they face. Yeah. That is a lot of sacks for Donald, but I certainly can see it. I agree about Stafford. I think the Rams running game will be again. 5,200 yards for Stafford. Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat too, Johnny. Yeah. Last season, the NFC West was considered the best division. Now this season is the AFC West because the quarterbacks do it. Yeah, they do. Oh, thanks, SM. Yeah, I don't know. I try to put some when I do predictions like that. I'm someone I like dealing in nuances. I'm not big into absolutes. I love to have a conversation. I love hearing opinions unlike my own. And so when I make predictions like that, that segment I'm going to clip out into a shorter video for people to watch. I try to put some thought behind it. But thanks. The AFC West is brutal. I like your predictions and hope you're right. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks. Kupp will have a great stats this year. Hopefully he will be the leader in every reception category. Yeah. Hey, we know Cooper Kupp's gonna have a good year. He's a huge part of this offense. Let's call it like it is. He's the best player on our team. Like in regards to offense, like he's the best player on our offense, and we're not gonna. I love that Sean McVay is not one of those coaches that tries to outthink themselves, even though we have seen that at times. But he's pretty good at like, hey, maybe I should get the ball to my best player, and let them make stuff happen, and that's what he does with Cooper Kupp. Chargers are loaded. If Stanley just kicks field goal, they'll do well for the Reds. Oh, funny. I have Kupp getting over 5,000 yards this year. Robinson go around 3,000. If Higbee comes back better, I go. Those are some bold predictions, culture. Some might say unrealistic, but hey, that's the beauty of being a football fan this time of year. Make your bold predictions. Love it. I love it. Hey, Ricardo. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Got lots of people coming in here. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see. Come through here. Jefferson Stronach at least 3,000. Oh, Stafford just throws for 13,000. Why not, right? Why not? Let's see. 13-1 for the Rams this season. Johnny, 5 predictions. The 6+. Yeah, so Johnny thinks that all of the starting linebackers will get 6+ sacks. Jefferson with 8+ touchdowns based on Kupp and Robinson getting so much attention. And we will see a goal line package with Perkins at quarterback. Rams replace the punter by week 12. Interesting. You're not sold on Dixon as a punter then, Johnny. Interesting take. Those are some interesting takes. The linebacker one, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I like it. Jefferson with 8 TDs. I just don't know, man. I don't know if I can see that. I'd love to see it if it happens, but I just think that Kupp and Robinson are going to get so much volume. And like with Higbee, I think he's going to get some, he'll have some games. The running backs in there. I just with so many mouths to feed, I don't know if Jefferson can get 8+, but maybe, and I'm sure I'll celebrate it and have your comment on the internet that if you're right, it's here, and you can be like, I was right. Fifth one, Tutu and Powell will get a few reps in the backfield, not running necessarily, but lining up there. Yeah, we saw the Rams do that with Cooper Kupp last year, and I don't think it'd be crazy. No, I don't think it'd be crazy at all. Especially, I think that Brandon Powell could serve really well. Jake Ellenbogen, I remember he had an interesting take back in the playoffs when it was actually the Buffalo Bills. They used their wide receiver, Isaiah McKenzie, in some pretty unique ways. And I remember Jake on his channel saying that he would like to see Brandon Powell used that way. And I don't disagree with that. I think that Brandon Powell brings some a unique skill set, and he's found a role within this Rams team. So really looking forward to seeing Brandon Powell and Tutu. As the hype for this game has been building, I'm really looking forward to seeing Tutu out well for sure. SM Darrell Henderson is RB1 in my prediction. Interesting, SM. That's a very interesting prediction. Obviously, I think McVay has become a coach that goes with the hot hand. But yeah, I still lean that. I think Darrell Henderson will have some games, but I think Akers has kind of carved his role as the lead back. But then again, you never know with injuries and all that jazz. But we'll see. We'll see. Johnny, I'm basing my punter being replaced on nothing at all. Needed to bring it. Oh, okay. Well, at least thanks for being honest about that, Johnny. Yeah, I don't know. I like that we got Riley Dixon. I think that I hope we don't punt that much, to be honest. That's the hope. I love having a punter that isn't nearly. And again, I love Johnny Hekker for everything he did for the Rams over his career. But the reality is, Rams couldn't afford to pay a punter that position that much because we didn't plan on punting that much. And so you can't have the highest paid punter when hopefully you're not punting that much. Ramsey versus Stephon Diggs will be a great wide receiver DB battle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, culture. That's prime. That's gonna be good. Whoa, can't wait for that. The Perkin red zone idea is wild. We know McVay loves him, and perhaps a new red zone package is what McVay's been working on this offseason. Great prediction, John. Yeah, I'm really, obviously Perkins is a better, runner with the football than Stafford is. Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. That'd be interesting. Yeah, the goal is to never have to punt. Yeah. It's a wait and see to see what Jalen and Stephon will perform because of, at times, Jalen sometimes regresses. I also think, Jared, I think his surgery to his shoulder, I really think Jalen Ramsey is actually going to have a better year this year than he did last year. And yeah, I think that it's, I don't know, it's, I understand that the take that sometimes people have been frustrated with Jalen Ramsey, but I don't know. I'm optimistic he's gonna have a good one. I wanted Sony to stay. Jared, I go back and forth on this, where I love seeing young running backs that get an opportunity to take that leap forward and be a key contributor. But I also love the seasoned, griddled veteran who's just been solid like everywhere he goes. I'm surprised the Dolphins released him. I'm not sure if he's been signed anywhere. Maybe someone in the comments knows. But I would have been okay if Sony Michel stayed a Ram, and who knows? Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back because he was solid for us, especially in December last year. Culture. I saw your community post about the Reds Ram hat. It made me mad. Blink him out. Oh, okay. Culture. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I got to rant about this. So, I was shopping. I randomly look at Rams stuff online. I don't have a lot of money, but I always love to look, and if I find a good deal, I buy it. Sometimes. And then I see this red hat, and you can go to my community post and scroll down and see it. And I wanted to vomit. It was this what self-respecting Rams fan would buy that hat? Please, it's 49ers colors with the Rams logo on it. I don't care if red's your favorite color and you're a Rams fan. You're not buying that hat. So I want to who was like, "Oh, let's make a red Rams hat." Like I don't know if it was for some special awareness campaign or something like that. I don't make it literally any other shade of red than that red. Yeah, no, I agree. It's ridiculous. Jalen Ramsey, Defensive Player of the Year. Hey, I would love to see it. I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to do it, SM, just because I just feel that teams throw away from him. I think Jalen's going to get some picks and break up some plays, but it just seems that when corners shut guys down, that means just less opportunity for them. I don't think he'll get Defensive Player of the Year. I think he'll have a phenomenal year, and I still think he's the best cornerback in football. But we will see. Hey, Finesse Foreign. Always a pleasure. Good to see you and your cat logo. We're about to whoop the Bills. There's no way we're losing when unveiling it. Yeah, Johnny. Love that you're here, Johnny G. And I'm shocked that the Bills are favored to win this game. I'm shocked. But yes, I believe the Rams should be favored to win this game, and I'm optimistic, and that the Rams are going to start off 1-0. Ramsey is a DB who plays hunches a lot. When he's wrong, it looks bad. Luckily for us, he's usually right in the league. Yeah, that's a fair take. Brandon Powell should be in the offensive plays this season. Yeah, Willie, I definitely think there's a role for Powell in this offense. However, that being said, I don't want it to be so much of a role that it would take away from Allen Robinson or Cooper Kupp. But yeah, I don't expect him to be like every game we see Brandon Powell go for 100 yards or things like that. But the odd game here and there, I think Brandon Powell will be a key contributor for sure. And again, I still love him as our return ace. Well, everyone, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am going to head out in a couple minutes, but I'd love, if you have any comments or questions that I would love to respond to, feel free to put them in the chat. But before I do, I just friendly reminder, lots of stuff coming up this week. The biggest one is the charity live stream, which is going to be Thursday. I'm probably going to go, I'm still working on details and stuff for it, but I promise you we have some great guests lined up. It's going to be a fun show. Feel free to come on in as often as you can. I know a lot of you have work or school or something like that, but if you don't mind sharing out my stream, hitting the like button that day, it'll really help me out. I'm going to make sure there's no ads on my channel that day. And the goal is to raise money and collect donations and raise awareness about food insecurity around the world. I've partnered with an organization called World Renew. They're a smaller organization, but they do really big things. I'm excited. I'm going to have one of their representatives who is a Bills fan, but he's going to come on and talk a little bit about what we're collecting money for. And so definitely excited about that. And also, thank you, Rams House, for this reminder. Tomorrow, I am going to be live on Rams Showcase channel with Sheriff Joe Bags and Rams House. The three of us are going to be talking up a storm. So lots of great Rams content out there. I know we got the Remelia, Sports Report. I know we got Jake Ellenbogen's out there, Rams House TV. There's Rams Insider. There's Rams Superfan, Rams Showcase, Rams House. Lots of great Rams content coming, and I encourage you to subscribe to all those channels. And I'm sure there's some more Rams channels that will be starting. This is a growing community on YouTube, and if you're subscribed to this channel, you're part of that community. And thanks for supporting Rams content on YouTube. All right, a couple of last questions here. I'm gonna turn off monetization. There's a better way to collect donations for a charity live stream, and so I have a link for that as well. Can't forget Rams Talk. Oh yeah, the OG. Thank you, Rams House, for the reminder. Yeah, Trent from Rams Talk. He's great. Yeah. The game will either tie or go to OT. Someone will kick a game. Oh, okay. First off, hello, Al. Good to see you. And that's your prediction. And yeah, I think it's going to be a close one. My prediction was 30-27. Oh, yeah. I mentioned Rudy in the Remelia Sports Report. Absolutely, Willie. He's one of my favorite Rams YouTubers. I love all the Rams YouTubers, honestly. Very thankful to be part of this community and excited to see it continue to grow. I think this year is going to be a big year for all of our channels. And Rudy, we're getting him closer to 1,000 subs, so he's going to get there too. Gonna wear your Cup jersey to school. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Rams House. That's great. Yeah, I'm a little Canadian, Johnny. A little bit. Well, everyone, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams!